Hi everybody! Recently I was catching up on some YouTube videos and I saw one by Nina Rubina uh, doing masterboards. And a masterboard is basically a mixed media collage that you're making specifically because you're going to cut it up and use smaller bits and stuff. So this is the first one that I had made, and I'm working at a different angle here, and I hope this works out. But there's all kinds of elements on it, from coffee dyed papers to some of my vintage ephemera, a little bit of scrapbook paper, some book pages I had decoupaged with napkins, stickers that I had printed and cut out, things that I printed on clear label paper, like the lace and this bird cage and this music. Things like this would be from the Graphics Fairy, so that I know they're perfectly fine to use. Some bits of doilies, just all kinds of bits. And what I loved about doing this is there's no rhyme or reason to it because, again, it's going to be cut up. I couldn't bring myself to cut the original, so I did scan it in, and I had a play and got all of these awesome little bits to use in journaling and paper crafting. I mean, there's a lot of pieces here. I got a total of 25 pieces out of that one collage, which is 8.5 by 11. The cat managed to jump on the table, and there's two more of these itty bitty little tags floating around somewhere. So there's only 23 here. I can live with that. But I just absolutely love the randomness. So if you want something with a collage look to it, it's right there for you. And you basically sat and did one masterboard. Again, I did scan it, and that's what I'm basically gonna do. So I could print this again and use these same types of cutouts, but in different positions, and have pieces that look completely different from what's here. And that's what I absolutely love about this. So I'm going to push these aside. And what I did, when I was cutting out, I did use some punches. I haven't used any of my dies yet, but I will be doing that at some point. But I did sit one evening and just grabbed an old envelope that I had and cut out some templates. That's from a punch. This is from a punch. I just traced around a journal card for that. Traced around a tag. Traced a piece of square cardstock. Traced it around another tag. And a larger tag. I haven't cut anything from this one yet, but I will definitely be using that at some point. Again, punches. Circle punches. That's the square punch. And ticket punch, which I forgot I had that. I was so happy to find it. Because I have a lot of punches, but I don't use them that much. So this is going to make me use my punches too. So I did go ahead and make the start of another one where I've basically just collaged down some neutral pieces. Pretty much all coffee dyed, but book pages, doily pieces. I think this is coffee dyed deli paper. Little bits from book pages. That was from a card catalog. Just bits and pieces. and a neutral palette. And I did this on, this is like a painter's paper that you get from the hardware store. Comes in a roll, and it lasts a long time, and I'll show you why I just went ahead and did that. Off the track for a minute. I did see a video by Carol Laws. She was making a book page snippet roll, and she would basically take pages from a book, tear them off, put them together like that, and collage over top of it, making sure that the seams, or the edges of the pages were joined. And once that was covered, she would add another page and just keep going. Obviously I do have book pages that I could use, but I figured, well, I've got this brown paper too, and so I was just using scraps. This is pretty much all scrapbook paper, but scraps. So I've got this nice long piece that I'm going to be able to scan bits from and cut out and do, and just work it in the same fashion as a Masterboard. This would be something that I would do for my personal use only, being that it is scrapbook pages and copyright protections and all that kind of fun stuff. But for the most part with Masterboards like this, I know there's no copyright infringement because I am using a lot of things from Graphics Fairy, napkins. Oh gosh, I can't remember the designer's name, but you get them at Tuesday Morning, and they very generously let you use them in your art, and you can sell it if you want to. I'm sure I'll come across a napkin that's got his little emblem on it, because that is most of what I have as far as napkins go. But here it is. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It might be Michelle Design Works, but there is a little logo on those napkins, and they very generously let us use it in our art, and do whatever we want with it. So that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Clip art, that's royalty free. That's my flowers and butterflies, things for my antique ephemera collection, postcards, and just all kinds of stuff that I have done and turn into small stickers. Vintage postage stamps. And my own paper designs, things that I know I can use. I don't have any plans to sell any of this stuff, but you never know. I usually just go ahead and gift stuff that I make. But I thought today I'd just go ahead and bring you on the journey with me. You didn't need to see like the basic collage part. I mean, this in itself, it is a base collage. So using other items, bringing other elements in, is going to turn it into a Masterboard. And I did go ahead and scan this, but it is an odd size, so it kind of, I broke it up into like 2 pieces. And it would overlap there pretty much. Or I have 2 separate pieces to work with when I want to do something else with it. But I liked scanning the base so that then I can just do whatever I want with it. So that was that, and I figured, I would just bring you along with me while I turn this into a Masterboard. And I love that there's no rhyme or reason to it. You just slot stuff down and and just have fun with it. That's the whole point. Have fun. So I do have here a bunch of like journaling cards. Yeah, that I'll probably tear bits off of. I have a bunch of book pages that have been decoupaged with napkins. So tear pieces from those. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and have at it. And let's see how it comes out. And then once I get pieces, once I get it to where, I think I've got enough stuff on it, then I'll stop the video and I'll scan it. And depending on how long this video lasts, I'll come back with another video to show it to you chopped up. But shoot, I had just seen a piece in here. I was like, oh, I'll start with that. And now I can't find it. Doesn't that figure? Whale sugar. Yeah, and I should have gone ahead and pulled pieces out, but I figured, let's just go ahead and do this in real time and see what happens. You might want to grab a couple or something while I go through this, or pause or fast forward. Do whatever you got to do, but hopefully you will come back and see how this works out in the end. I do love that bird. There's a cool flower in there. But from the napkins, I don't necessarily want to do too much with flowers, since I do have my flower stickers. Like that bird too. Oh, come on, it was a bright pink. Ooh, love that little bee. There's some musical instruments that could make for something interesting. Oh gosh, did I not see what I thought I saw? Was it an optical delusion? Very possible. You never know anymore. Okay, I don't know what I think I saw. A few more pages here. Ah, there it is. Today I am not crazy, but I love that butterfly. Okay, so I am going to start with the butterfly. Do just kind of a rough tear. And just get it out. I'm not going to be too particular about fussy cutting. Because again, it's possible this butterfly could get partway cut off once I start chopping up the masterboard. Okay. So I am basically just going to slap this stuff down with glue sticks. Where did my go? There we go. Sorry, I'm not a little better organized. But I do have a glue book here. Yeah, once the pages get sticky, then I'll just fold them in half and put them away to use as a base for something else another time. And I'm working sideways, so this might be a little bit tricky, but I'm just going to go ahead and slap them down. Okay, and let's see, I really like this violin in here, got this cello. Let me put some music in here first. And I'm not necessarily, well, I'm not, distressing, or inking any edges at this point, because I'm going to want to scan it. But I think if I want to draw attention to something, once I'm working with the copy and cutting pieces out, if I want to emphasize something, then I'll just use a Stabilo pencil or something to highlight it. Because as much as we like the distress ink and the dark edges, especially when we want something to have a vintage appearance, it's not necessarily what you always want. So if you go ahead and do that on these pieces, then you're stuck with it. You have no options, that's what you've got. If you don't do it and decide that you want to highlight something, a Stabilo pencil will take care of that for you when you're ready to do it. So I'm just putting bits down. I hope they're going on kind of straight at least, because I'm working at an angle that I don't usually work at. Let's see. Get this bee. Bee down there. And a lot of those stickers that are in here, some are transparent and some are opaque. I grabbed one of these. It was a set of 3 of these tiny little photo albums from the thrift store, and I'm using it to store stickers so that I can go through them relatively quickly. I think I like the lilacs. Okay, and this one is going to be clear, and I did not bring the straight pen down with me. Yay. Okay, so we'll put that down. I just love stickers. Never used to be a big fan of them, like the pre-made ones, but when you can make your own stickers, that's pretty awesome. Okay, and these are some of my digital laces, and these are all on transparency sticker paper, transparent. Let's see. I want to use a brown one just to add some color. this one. With these, I took some, just some page protectors for photo albums or whatever, for notebooks. And I used a fuse tool and just created seams to make different sections so they wouldn't all like fall together. And just cut a piece. This is where I should have brought a straight pen down with me. Well, bear with me, folks. Well, pooey. Okay, just took the pen out of my glue bottle. Okay, so just gonna throw that there. Do the other piece of it somewhere else. I just as soon use the whole strip so that I don't have, you know, small pieces floating around. And I think I'm going to put this here. And then I have other elements that I printed out on the clear sticker paper. Just put some little flourish type things in here. Another thing I like about clear sticker paper is that you don't have to worry too much what the edges look like, because it's going to virtually disappear on your copies. Shoot, I just had it. Sorry for the silence. Okay. Put that there. And let me look at some more napkin pieces. I like this fern. And you can do as much or as little as you want, which is something else that I really like about it. But I do like to have a lot on it because it does give you a lot of options when it's time to cut it up. There's that. Let's see what I have here. So, some of these are clear, some of these are just paper, and some of these are printed on white sticker paper. few of those down because once you cut it up, it'll be in pieces. And okay, it goes that way. That way. I need some more color here. Put that there. Just put that there. And put that there. Okay. See, again, not putting a whole lot of thought into this. Just making it happen. I feel like I keep going out of frame. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing here. I really can't zoom it in much more without, actually let me try and zoom it out a little bit where you can kind of see the bigger picture. Okay. Hopefully that's better. And I'm basically just using, some, I keep some, when I peel the napkins apart, I keep the white pieces, basically for this purpose, so that I'm not getting sticky glue everywhere. Actually, I think I want to cut off a little bit of that border. A little too much white. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I had posted a photograph of the first Masterboard and then the cut pieces in the Foxy Crafters Facebook group, and it's been fun seeing other people taking this up and doing the collage part. I haven't seen the cut up pieces yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how people use their Masterboards, how they cut them up. And yeah, I know that's a little more pink there, but that's all right. That's the joy. It is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. So there you go. Okay, got some papers here, bits and pieces. Should have brought my tear ruler down because I really stink at tearing. Yeah, small bits off. But I do like the rough edges. You know, I'm not concerned that this is a large piece because it's probably going to get cut. Yep, it's time to change my glue page. And because that's got kind of a straight edge to it, I probably want to just put that down, put that straight edge flush with the bottom or the top somewhere. I think I like it there. Yes, I thought I would just do this on camera so that you can see. I'm really not putting a whole lot of thought into this, you know, as far as what goes on it and where it goes on. I don't know why it's so hard for me to tear straight. Some people make it look so easy. They get nice clean tears every time they attempt, and it's like, so lucky to be able to do that. Get that nice pretty edge and I think I want to look at some more flower stickers or maybe butterfly ones. Let's get some more butterflies in here. Just put it all the way through, trying to get in between the layers. Okay, and this one is on white sticker paper, so it won't be see-through. I'm hoarding that dragonfly. I don't know why, but I am. see. Just see if there's any bits from these journaling cards. Probably should have used the liquid glue for this piece because it's on cardstock and it's definitely thicker. Put him randomly there. And then I think I'm going to do a flower to cover up that corner. Doo, 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 doo. Yeah, these are all clear stickers. I don't think I want a clear sticker there. Lilies. So I should have said at the beginning, you know, get your stuff out and play along. Maybe I'll just add a little note at the beginning to do that. See. I like this postcard. I kind of wish I had it a little bit smaller. Okay. These are studio marks from the backs of antique photographs. Sometimes the studio marks are nicer than the photographs. It's crazy. Top of that off once it dries. don't want another flower there. This one's on a clear sticker paper. But again, no rhyme or reason. And it may or may not look good as a whole, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Do, 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 do. Sweet little bird there. Okay. Script stickers. It's just coming together. I was going to say, love when a plan comes together, but there is no plan here. Okay. I'm just going to bring it up so you can just see what's going on here. Angle. Yeah, just slapping stuff down. These gears could add an interesting twist somewhere. Small ones here. Okay. Just going to do a little cluster of the 3 gears. Because why not? Gosh, I feel like I'm spending more time putting this pin back in the glue bottle. Sorry about that. Piece of napkin covered book page. Don't look at it this way, see if I want to put anything else down on it. Got something else there. Too big. This one is not transparent, so that's perfect. Okay. I'm thinking I need something else in this area. Throw a key in there. want it I don't want it necessarily between or that close to any other stickers. So I'll just think of this on the postcard. And grab another one of these. There we go. Something down along the bottom there. Yes, these little filler spots. And I could leave it blank and just add something to it later. And actually I think that's what I will do. If I have a piece that I cut out that needs something a little bit later, like lace or bling or something like that, that gives me a place to put it. So I'm going to call this done. And I'm going to go scan it and print it out. And then we'll come back and start chopping it up. So I'm actually going to scan it into like 2 pieces since it is longer than legal size, or 8.5 by 11. So just trim these edge bits off. Okay, so there we go. Masterboard. I didn't look at the clock to see what time we started, but hopefully that gives you some ideas and lets you see how absolutely easy it is. And then once we start cutting up, then you get to go, oh man, that's awesome. So probably more so with your own pieces than with mine, but that's the hope, that you'll jump into it and just have fun with it, and cut it up, and then you'll have some nice pieces to work with, for your journals or cards or whatever project you're working on. Okay, so I'll see you back in a little bit. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.